Okay, next problem. We've got 4x squared plus 7x minus 15 equals 0. So first step, as always, make sure it's in standard form. So standard form is ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. This one does have the equal 0, so that is standard form. Next up, what we're going to do is name A, B, and C. So we're ready to just jump to that step. So this time, A is 4, because it's in front of the x squared. B is 7, because it's in front of the x. And C, it's actually a little bit tricky. This is a negative 15 hiding there. So C is negative 15. Because we have an x term, we do have to do the quadratic formula for this one. So we're going to go ahead and do the quadratic formula now. So pause your video and write down the quadratic formula. Remember, if you memorize it, you get a bonus point on the test. The quadratic formula is x equals the opposite of b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. So we are ready to pop in these values. We're substituting them in. So a goes here and here. Let's see. B is going to go here and here. And finally, C is going to go here only. So pause the video, plug them in. Is this what you got when you plugged them in? I got x equals the opposite of 7 plus or minus the square root of 7 squared minus 4 times negative 15 all over 2 times 4. So remember, when we simplify this, we do it in 3 spots. We do this part, we do this part, and we do the bottom. So we're going to go ahead and simplify this now. Our standard number goes here, plus or minus square root over some number is there. So the opposite of 7 is negative 7. Now we've got to type this whole thing into our calculator, so go ahead and do that now. I got 289. Did you get the same thing? Now we've got to do 2 times 4 for the bottom, which is 8. Now the next thing I got to simplify is I've got to simplify my square root. Now I got to look at my list of perfect squares. If you don't have that out, please take it out because it's going to be helpful. Okay, so I'm going to look at where 289 falls on my list. And it actually is a perfect square. It's on my list. 289, square root of it, is plus or minus 17. So I'm going to sub that in. So I still have my negative 7. So I still have x equals negative 7. I still have my plus or minus. Instead of the square root of 289, I have 17 there. Notice that I didn't have to write the plus or minus twice. It was already there. And I still have it divided by 8. So this is 2 different problems we're going to do. We're going to do the plus version of this problem, and then we're going to do the minus version of this problem. So plus version. Let's do that first. So for the plus version, I've got x equals negative 7 plus 17 over 8. And when we do PEMDAS, remember that parentheses stands for grouping symbols as well. So I've got to do the top first. So negative 7 plus 17 is 10. And we've got it divided by 8. Now, we got to put that into our calculator using that ABC button if we wanted to simplify it for us. And we got 1 and 1/4. So my first answer is 1 and 1/4. Now I'm going to go ahead and do the minus problem. So I've got x equals the opposite of 7 minus 17 over 8. Again, I've got to do that top of my fraction first because it is a grouping symbol. So negative 7 minus 17 is negative 24. And then we've got negative 24 divided by 8, which gives us negative 3. So we've got 2 solutions, root zeros, x-intercepts. They are 1 and 1/4 and negative 3 for this problem.